Damn it. Call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash in the name Yahushai. Call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash in the name Yahushai. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash, the great Ali Shaidat of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, the spirits of heaven and earth, and giving our respect to his only begotten Son, Yahushai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become his father's right arm, my Redeemer, my Comforter, and my salvation, and the only one that pleaded his blood over Israel, the only nation granted for salvation. Giving respect to Great Millstone, the brothers that's on high, that give us this wisdom and knowledge and understanding through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And if it were not for them, I wouldn't know what I would do with my life. You know, they helped me out a lot. Great Millstone, the big top dogs. You know what I'm saying? I love them. You know, I consider them personal brothers of mine in the spirit, and I listen to them. And whenever they got classes, I join them, and I do my own. They motivated me to do my own, clean myself up, do it the right way, go out there and prophesy and be clean and sin no more, you know? So respect to Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only church out there that I know that's pushing the truth 100%. So giving respect to the Akim, the brothers that's out there laboring in truth, and you follow. You may not be from Great Millstone, but you follow them, you know what I'm saying, in the spirit, and you listen to their classes and you attend their lessons, you know, and you let them teach, and you know, you do your thing, and then you go out and you teach to the best of your abilities. So, shalom to the Akwaf, man, the ones that's doing it on highways and byways and at home with sincerity and doing it to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? So shalom. Giving respect to the Aqua, you know what I'm saying, the women that's in the truth, that whether you got a man or not, you still fear the statutes, the laws, and the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, in the name of Yahushai, and you listen and you learn in silence. There's nothing wrong with having a man and you listening and you learning in silence. If Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai is your man spiritually, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, you listen, you fear him, you learn in silence, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being a good woman, learning in silence, you know what I'm saying, allowing the man to teach you what you need, things that you need to know, and preserving the natural order of things. So shalom to that. Coming back at you with another episode, because I tried to do another episode probably before, just a couple moments ago. Accidentally ended up cutting it up because of my stupid job keeps sending text messages. You know what I'm saying? These wicked jobs and these little demonic spirits, you know what I'm saying, that's out here, you know. They can be very irritating, but, you know, I got Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai with me, so he my shield, blocking them all out the way so I can get this word out, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying on the mess up, I was telling you, you know, you got a lot of things that are gonna happen, you know. But if you got the light, then you'll be able to see within the darkness, and you won't be, you know what I'm saying, without knowledge and wisdom and understanding when these times come upon the earth, which they are coming upon the earth. You won't be, you know what I'm saying, without, and you'll be able to know why things are happening, rather than to be like the rest of these people, not knowing the things that are happening upon this world. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing the things that are about to take place. You got the light within the darkness, and you are able to see what's going on, see things that people can't see, understand things that people cannot understand. So, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of things that are happening, and a lot of strange things that are happening, you know what I'm saying? But don't be alarmed, you know, keep doing your wisdom, knowledge, and wisdom, you know, keep doing your research, keep going out there to the highways and byways, doing the best that you can, you know, go out there and fight for Yahweh, because Yahweh fights for you. Yahweh sees the things that you do every day, so, you know, show Yahweh that you love him, you know, and Yahweh direct your paths and make sure that things are okay and that things get better. So we're gonna turn to a couple of pages in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I love to bring about the things that's coming and the things that's coming in the past. You know, because that's the main core of the Bible. It's to prophesy the return of Yahweh Shai. You know, no, give him the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, our Father in heaven, and to prophesy his Son's return, which is the second coming of Yahweh Shai, to let them know about Jacob's trouble and the mark of the beast, and then World War III, you know what I'm saying? And then prior to that, to let them know of the past and how we came to be the Israel, how we came through the line of captivity, and how we remembered who we are, which we are the holy children, the Israelites, you know? So we're going to get into a couple of scriptures, you know? I like that one. Give me a second. It's kind of windy. Ugh. Oh my goodness. One thing I don't like is so many bums and crackheads. I don't sound mean to call it like that, but you know, I call it out what it is. So many bums and crackheads around here, man. It ain't even funny. Weird spirits and evil spirits and addicted spirits. It's a lot of spirits that swarm around this place. This place right here is a bad neighborhood, so you know, I'm sitting outside of it doing what I gotta do. But we gonna continue because that doesn't matter. It says the burden against the valley of vision. Can I see myself? Yeah. The burden against the valley of vision. It says, what ails you now that you have gone up to the housetops? You are full of noise, a tumultuous, a joyous city. Your slain men are not slain with the sword, nor dead in battle. It says, all your rulers have fled together. They are captured by the archers. All who are found in you are bound together. They have fled from afar. Therefore I said, look away from me. I will weep bitterly. Do not labor to comfort me because of the plundering of the daughter of my people, for the day of trouble and treading down and perplexity by Yahweh of hosts in the valley of vision, breaking down the walls and of crying to the mountain. Elam bore the quiver with chariots of men and horsemen, and Ker uncovered the shield. It shall come to pass that your choicest valleys shall be full of chariots, and the horsemen shall set themselves in array at the gate. It says, he removed the protection of Judah, and you looked in the day to the armor of the house of the forest. You also saw the damage to the city of David, that it was great, and you gathered together the waters of the lower pool. You numbered the houses of Jerusalem and the houses you broke down to fortify the walls. You also made a reservoir between the two walls for the pool, for the water of the old pool, but you did not look to its maker, nor did you have respect for him who fashioned it long ago. So this passage right here is interesting because he's talking about 70 AD, the fall of Jerusalem, when the Romans had stormed Jerusalem and took down the Israelites during that time. Some of them got away, some of them were scattered, you know what I'm saying? Some of them were put into slavery, some of them was cast into a poor society, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, you know, like I said, they were scattered, so a lot of them went into hiding under Africans and all of that. And the whole empire, our empire as a whole, long ago had failed, you know what I'm saying, to the Romans, you know? So very detrimental. It's very true in history. They toppled over like they ancient scriptures, you know what I'm saying? They toppled over they buildings. They destroyed their homes, you know. They destroyed the holy place of Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, where they go and worship the congregation in the tabernacle of meeting. These Edomites, they didn't have no regard to Yahweh, because those are the ancient Romans. This is who they talking about long ago during the fall, you know what I'm saying, of Jerusalem in 70 AD. So that's exactly what the Lord is talking about in certain of these passages, you know. Because in the Bible, we are trained to know and study history. I mean, do the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? Half the time, the prophets are so smart, they're going to give you the answers. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want to know certain things, or you really want to know in depth, you know what I'm saying, you go and you'll go study, you know what I'm saying, and then you'll go read up and then look it up and stuff. You know, certain prophets, they won't give you everything, like certain things, they give you the whole thing nearly, but they don't give you like certain things. Some things are meant for you to go out there and study. They might give you a hint to it and expect you to go, you know what I'm saying, and go study it and, you know, look it up for yourself and have understandings for certain things that are happening, you know. But as far as I'm concerned with the whole thing, you know, you're supposed to go and study at the end of the day, but, you know, the prophets, they so smart, you know, you attend their classes, you're going to get a tremendous amount of knowledge from them, you know what I'm saying, like Apostle Har, you know what I'm saying, in his group, Great Millstone, they give up a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and a lot of breakdowns for those of us that don't know certain things, you know what I'm saying, because we're not smart, we don't know it all, you know, so we go to the ones that kind of do know it all, you know, because they do know a lot of knowledge. So the Lord put them here so they can wake us up and, get us back into the groove of the word. You know what I'm saying? Get back to knowing his name, go back to our kingdom. Go back to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Not to the kingdom, it's not here yet, but go back to the Lord. It says, and in that day Yahweh of hosts called for weeping and for mourning, for baldness and for girding with sackcloth, but instead joy and gladness, slaying oxen and killing sheep, eating meat and drinking wine. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Then it is revealed in my heart by Yahweh of hosts, surely for this iniquity there will be no atonement for you, even to your death, says Yahweh. Thus says Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts, go proceed the steward to Shebna, who is over the house, and say, we have you here, whom have you here, there, okay, this right here, I don't know. This too deep for me, and it's talking about something else. I think it's talking about now. Strange people. They be curious. I can always ask a question, I'll answer. But our people, like the Lord say, covered in blindness. They're not going to listen. They're not going to understand. They're not going to care, But, like God say, they will care when things come to pass. But I'm going to go to another scripture that's applying what I'm trying to teach. I just don't get it. Like, why walk all close to me? Go somewhere. Go skip and go play like you want to. Come on. Flip the book. I don't want to drop my phone. I'm trying to hang on. It's windy too. There. That looks better. Girls weren't even cute. But we shall carry on. You know me, I get real irritable. But there you go. This one is Isaiah chapter 17. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 17, verse 4. It says, in that day it shall come to pass that the glory of Jacob will wane, and the fatness of his flesh will grow lean. So, when he's talking about that, it says in that day, which is now, our present time. They're having a problem with the food. So God is like, okay, one way I can get your attention is by cutting off your food. Oh, another way I can get your attention is by cutting off your lights. Another way I can get your attention is by getting rid of your money. What's another good way that the Lord can get your attention? Killing your people. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he's going to do to these wicked 2/3, of our brothers and sisters, because they don't listen. They don't want to hearken. You know what I'm saying? They don't give the Lord no chance. They really don't, Some of them say that they do, but it's not in their heart to do it. You know what I'm saying? I like your thoughts, but your thoughts don't align with your spirit, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really intended for you to do. You just, like the things that you hear, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the word is not meant for everybody. It's only meant for, those who would listen and catch certain people's ear, you know what I'm saying, that do study, that do be on their own, and that do seek that wisdom, that knowledge, or be like, okay, since he's talking about the word, well, let me study a little bit more and let me go into what he's saying and see if it's true, because that's how I did it, you know what I'm saying? At first I did doubt, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't understand, but when I gave it a chance, and then it came to me, and then I started studying and all that, I'm like, whoa, this brother telling the truth. I need to listen more. I need to understand more. Ain't nobody sat there and took their time out and brought up classes on YouTube and taught the word, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody did that, The brother, Great Millstone and the brothers that follow them, they do that, you know what I'm saying? So shalom to those brothers, because they take the time out to give the proper breakdowns, to give us that wisdom, to give us that understanding. So that way, I didn't know, you didn't tell me. How could I know if you didn't tell me? It ain't gonna be no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of brothers stepping up on their own. You see a lot of brothers that's in camps that's doing this. It's all happening all around the world. So People can't say that they didn't hear about Yahweh or they didn't get it. They didn't see the prophets on the highways and byways. Can't say that. You know, that right there is gonna be detrimental to everybody because everybody do see you. Once they see you and they see you out there preaching and all that, then then the Lord got them just like that, just like that. Then they're gonna find themselves guilty before the eyes of Yahweh. So you are guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because you seen the word out on the streets, but you did nothing about it. So when the collapse do come, it's gonna come to everybody's mind like, I did see a couple of guys out there preaching the Bible, and you know what I'm saying. I did see him out there reading, you know what I'm saying, on the highways and byways, and you know, or I had gave him a chance, and I was listening to him. You know, I felt like they wasn't telling the truth, but you know, when these things come into play, full effect, you know what I'm saying, because you only got so much time left. Like I keep saying, time is very important, and you only got so much time left. You know, while these people playing in folly. You know what I'm saying? While these people doing whatever they want, their time is running short. So when all this, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be a day and a time to where you're going to wake up and all this going to be on fire. Everything going to be blown up. People going to be rioting. You're not going to wake up to it tomorrow, you know? You're going to wake up to nothing but darkness, you know? But this part is talking about the famine that's coming. It says, it shall be as when the harvester gathers the grain and reaps the head with his arm. It shall be as he who gathers heads of grain in the valley of Rephaim, yet gleaning grapes will be left in it. It says, like the shaking of an olive tree, 2 or 3 olives at the top of the uppermost bough, 4 or 5 in its fruit branches, says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, God of Israel. So what the Lord is saying is that, you know, he gonna happen to cut off a great deal from the tree, but he's going to leave a couple of gleaning grapes. You know what I'm saying? And those gleaning grapes is the elect, those of them that believe, you know? And color is a very essential thing in the Bible. Even though the Bible is not a picture book, color is a very powerful thing in the book. The Lord, he loves to use nature. He loves to use different examples of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Well, forget the name nature, but the different examples of the earth, you know what I'm saying, to explain, you know what I'm saying, parables and explain his people. You know, like bronze, you know, like purple, you know, green, like different colors like that exist in the Bible for a reason, you know. So, you know, don't listen to these crazy maniacs that say that, you know, God is white or Middle Eastern color. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to make him like he just all colors. You know, God can't change color, you know what I'm saying, for you. You know what I'm saying? When you want him to, that don't go down like that. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai says, I change not. I cannot change. I can't go against the grain. I can't go against the cord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said, if I'm black, I'm black. Don't try to change my color. And that's what the white people tried to do. They tried to make him into a white God. They tried to make us worship a white God. Our people may take it lightly, but if I was the majority of my people, I wouldn't take that so lightly. So, you know, like the Lord say, I'm going to take a lot of things from my people, and then they'll be able to understand. Then they'll be able to see what's going on, or even give it a chance to get a good guess and what's about to happen to them, you know, even though it's all too late. But, you know, then they going to want to read. Then they going to research. Then they want to consider their slavery. You know, because you got people like brothers and sisters that's wicked as fuck like that. So, you know, when the collapse come, they're going to be like, let's go get those white people. Those are the ones that put us into slavery. Oh, now you want to think about it at the end. And the Lord say, I got a special surprise for them at the end. They want to consider it when it happens instead of taking Yahweh's word for it and preparing before it happened. You can't do it. It don't go like that. You can't just be like, oh, Lord, I love you. You know, whatever happens to me, be with me. It's not going. You're establishing a relationship with the Lord after the Lord done created a bond with his people, done you know, found his chosen, you know what I'm saying, went to go take care of them and all that. Now you trying to force your way, you trying to cut in line from all these people, you know what I'm saying, the ones that are blessed, that's getting their blessings. You want to cut in line and be like, Lord, help me, you know what I'm saying, just give me this last blessing and let me and my children live, you know, so I can survive, you know. And I'm sorry that I doubted you. It don't work like that. You just can't cut in line. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in the way of the elect. That's what the 2/3 going to do. They're going to try to call for the Lord and all that, then the Lord not going to answer them. When the elect call for Yahweh, Yahweh's going to answer them, you know? He's going to answer them like, yep, I got you. Need some food? All right. Give you the power, you know, make some food, take care of your people, you know? worship me, love me, be with me. It's almost time for y'all to go. But when they when the 2/3 call upon the Lord, Yahweh, help me, please, Lord. God, why are you doing this to me? God is not going to say nothing at all. You're just going to be like, I told you I'll get you. I told you I was going to get you for all the bad things that you did. I remember all those bad things that you do, and it pays for death. God is not going to be moved to sympathy because you're dying. That's not how it works. The Lord is not human. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to be moved to sympathy because you're dying and you want to reconsider the Lord on your dying bed. It don't work like that. And that's exactly what the 2/3 gonna do. They gonna consider Yahweh when these things happen. And some of them gonna call out for the Lord, don't even know the Lord's name. It says in that day a man will look to his maker, and his eyes will have respect for the Holy One. He will not look to the altars, the work of his hands. He will not respect what his fingers have made, nor the wooden images, nor the incense altars. Because, they going to finally realize the truth that, a lot of these portraits of these different gods, these little crosses, they churches and they pastors and all that, they gonna realize that that's all in their mind. All of this was molded by them and created by them, and then they're gonna finally look up, because you'd be surprised on how many people actually look up and consider the things around them. Look up in the sky and consider the moon, the sun, the stars, the clouds. Look up in the sky and consider, the Most High is up there. He not nowhere near down here. You know what I'm saying? So, but our people don't consider the words that come out their mouth. They don't consider what's before them. So it was going to be a great downfall to them, because that was a good one. That just implied what I said. You know what I'm saying? That little breakdown. It says, in that day, a man will look to his maker, and his eyes will have respect for the Holy One of Israel. He will not look to the altars, the works of his hands, because one generation dies and one generation comes and another generation passes. So the truth about, that is that a lot of our brothers and sisters ain't been taught, or if not been taught properly. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know that we created those statues. They don't know that we made these churches for these white people to inhabit in. We made these crosses. We made these golden images, you know what I'm saying, and these false idols. We did all this. But like I said, when a new generation comes and the old generation passes away, and we don't have the memory of former things, we don't remember, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what the Bible is here for, to get you to remember the things that you did, to get you to remember your past. But, it's up to them to go and dig up their past. It's up to them to go and figure out, you know what I'm saying, what happened in the past, and how we got here now, so it's up to them to go and research, because the Bible is our past, our present, and our future. So call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai and name Yahushai to that. We're going to let the Lord finish speaking. It says, the work of his hands, he will not respect what his fingers have made, nor the wooden images, nor the incense or the altars. In that day, his strong cities will be forsaken, for a forsaken bow, and uppermost branch, which they left because of the children of Israel, and there will be desolation. So, he's talking about the elect, you know what I'm saying? Because them 2/3 is with the white man. Them 2/3 is with Edomites. They joined unto them. So the Most High is talking about the remnant. Because who gonna consider the work, and who gonna consider Yahweh in those days is the wicked 2/3. They gonna want to go back to the Lord after all this happened. I believe it when I see it. I'm too scared to even say that, I'm too scared to even to even do something like that and doubt the Lord. I ain't gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that, And Yahweh is giving them. And then here's the thing, God say I held my peace. So he's gonna hold his peace, and he's giving them chance after chance to return. You know what I'm saying? He giving them chance after chance to return, but they won't return. They won't consider. And they getting a gazillion million chances to come back to Yahweh. And when this all come to pass, you ain't got no more chances to repent. You ain't got no more chances to come back. Because that's the difference between the Edomites and us Israelites, is that we can repent. We could go off and we can sin and be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Like the prophets say, the only way that the only way that these white people sin is because they touched the Bible, and they tried to defile the book. So sin came upon them. So now they sin keeps stacking and stacking and racking and racking and stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking up till Yahweh had noticed they sin and they calamity, which is all a part of the grand design. You know what I'm saying? Of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's plan. You know what I'm saying? He knew that the white man would touch the Bible and be like, oh no, nobody seeing me, nobody care. I don't believe in God, so what's it to me? You know, I can touch this book and do whatever I want. And I know that the book got power, you know what I'm saying? You know, he knows that Yahweh exists, but he doesn't believe in him. So he knows that the book has power to control the Israelites. So he used the book to control us, and now we built this crap that you see all today. Nigga, it's 2022, and this dumbass white nigga promised us hover cars and floating cities. I don't see none of that shit. You know, like weird movies like Judge Dredd and Total Recall, you know what I'm saying, and Fifth Element, you know. You know, they have these cars flying around and shit. It's 2022. I don't see no hover cars. I don't see nothing. So, you know, you don't believe these white niggas and they lies, man. Don't believe that shit. Blade Runner 2025, you know. It says, because you have forgotten Yahweh of your salvation. So when a 2/3 read this, and Yahweh open his eyes during, if he does get a chance to read the Bible at the end of days, you know what I'm saying? No, when Jacob's trouble takes full effect, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna read it and he's gonna realize what he did. Like, damn, I forgot about God. I left Yahweh behind. I left my God behind, and I don't even. I can't even. There's no way I can get to him. There's no way I can speak to him. How? You know what I'm saying? When you don't even, there's a lot of our brothers and sisters that don't even know the name of the Lord. They don't know the name of the Lord. They just call him Lord God Jesus. And when they realize that those names don't have no power and that they don't work, then because they're not retarded, like fully retarded. You know what I'm saying? They just blind. You know, they can't see the truth. But when they realize that those not the names, they don't have no power, and the more they call on those names, the more death come upon them. Then they're gonna start really flipping out and freaking out and realize the damage that they've done to themselves. Because it's not the damage that you do to others, it's the damage that you do to yourself that's the most detrimental. You know. So it says, because you have forgotten Yahweh, God of your salvation, and have not been mindful of the rock of your scorn, of your of your stronghold. Therefore you will plant pleasant plants and set out foreign seedlings, and the day you will make your plant to grow, and in the morning you will make your seed to flourish, but the harvest will be a heap of ruins, and the day of grief and desperate sorrow. So Jacob's trouble is going to be that bad. So it's not good for you to have kids. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100 about that. You know, it's not good for you to have babies during this time. It's not good for you to get into things and to plan things. Or I'm gonna be a high school graduate and grow up and go to college. You know what I'm saying? And go have a family. Go have a family. You know, and have a wife or a husband, and you know, and try to live in bliss in a place that's meant to be destroyed. So, you know, it's a lot of people that's doing that. So they're going to lose their minds when all of this crashes down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people, they got their plans set. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. There's nothing that can stop me. I don't care about what's going on. I don't care about what's going to happen to America. I just want my family to be okay. I just want to be able to establish us. I'm going to go buy this new house. There's nothing that you can tell me. So you got to understand that example that I just gave you. They are in denial of what's going on, because I'm pretty sure that our people are not dumb, they just blind, you know what I'm saying? But they can damn well see what's coming. They can damn well see what's about to happen to America. Ain't no joke, man. It's really about to go down, and these terrible things are about to happen. And our people, like I said, there's a difference between being an Edomite and an Israelite, is that we can be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? We could go back to our God. We have a God. We have our God. That's what the Lord is saying. Yahweh saying, you have me. You know what I'm saying? I've always been there. You can come back to me. You can be forgiven, you know? You could be acquitted, you know? Acquitted means to be clean, you know? You can be lifted back up. You could go back to your estate. As long as you give away all the things that I told you to give away, you know what I'm saying? Like the drugs, like the money, like your supposed future in this nation, give it all up. It's not, you know what I'm saying, worth anything. Because when the collapse come, and it will come, you know, then all the stuff that you planned on doing for your life and all the things that you wanted to do, it's all going to come to an end, bro. It says, woe to the multitude of many people who make a noise like the roar of the sea and the rushing of nations that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters. The nation will rush like the rushing of many waters, but Yahweh will rebuke them, and they will flee far away and be chased like the chaff of the mountains before the wind. It says, like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. Then behold, at eventide, trouble. It says, and before the morning, here he is no more. This is the portion of those who plunder us and the lot of those who rob us. So that's the white man. So his right now the white man is ruling in the night and within the darkness, but the morning is coming, which is Yahweh Shai, and he about to be no more. So his time is about to pass away that quick. It might have seemed forever, you know what I'm saying, because we're mortals, you know what I'm saying. That's another, you know what I'm saying. We in this mortal body, you know what I'm saying. So time is just so different, you know what I'm saying, in the mortal body than in the spiritual realm, you know. So things are taking a lot longer here and what we call the real world, but in the spiritual world, things are going a lot faster, since the world is both and both. You know, the world is partly spiritual and the world is partly physical, which we call real, you know what I'm saying, because that's what makes a carnal-minded person and a spiritual person, you know what I'm saying. So a spiritual person, of course, we're going to have the knowledge, so we're going to believe in both. We know that both exist, but a carnal-minded person is going to believe in things that are physical. They're going to believe in things that they can see with their own eyes. They can touch it. If I see it, it's real. If I can touch it, it's real, you know. That's what a lot of our brothers and sisters see. When I see Yahweh Shai hop off that chariot and he come down, then I'm going to consider it's real, because they seen it in the flesh, you know what I'm saying. But like Yahweh Shem Shai, blessed are those who heard me and have not seen me, who believe, you know what I'm saying, even though they didn't even know who I am. That's what Yahweh Shai said, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, we believe before time, you know what I'm saying. I believe in the Lord. I believe in his angels. You know, I believe the world, you know what I'm saying. I look up in the cosmos every day and I consider the things that Yahweh made, constant reminders of the Lord that I exist. Like I said, ain't no white man or ain't no group of workers talking about we almost done with the sun, and you know what I'm saying, that we almost done fixing the mechanics to the sun. Ain't no white man over there been like, okay, the day is over, we gonna push the moon to the other side of the earth, you know, and push the sun to the other side of the earth so it can get some light. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. So people are so physical, you know, our people are so physical instead of being spiritual. They only see the things that are before their eyes. They don't consider the spiritual realm at all, you know. They don't. And the cold part about our people is that they used to be very spiritual people. It's the white man that's the physical one. That's the one that's the carnal-minded one. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Most High say, you know what I'm saying, he upgraded the white man knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I made you wiser than David, you know? So the white man is very wise. He knows about magic. He knows about the spiritual realm, but he's not a spiritual person. He's very carnal-minded. He will kill to take what he wants. You know what I'm saying? He'll lie to keep it, you know? He'll destroy anybody that get in his way just to get what he wants, you know? So, you know, that's not a very carnal, that's not a very spiritual-minded person, you know? So they're very physical. It says, and woe to the land shadowed with buzzing wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, which sends ambassadors by the sea, even in vessels of reed on the water, saying, go swift messengers to a nation tall and smooth of skin, to a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation powerful and shutting down, whose land and rivers divide. So he's talking about Christopher Columbus during those times. Christopher Columbus, the time of the transatlantic slave trade, before the Americas were discovered, the 13 colonies. That's what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is talking about. So, you know, if you know history, and you know a great deal of history, when you read the Bible is telling you about different events and different things that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So God is pointing towards something. So you look up these times, okay, 1600, you know what I'm saying? The beginning of the slave trade for the Israelites after the fall, you know what I'm saying, of 70 AD, when they went into slavery under the Africans, You know what I'm saying? And I do believe it was another group before America. It was the Africans and some other group of people that put us into slavery. You know what I'm saying? And then after they were done with us, they sold us off to the Americans. You know, they rounded us all up, all of us who had the lineage of Israel, and then sold us off to the Americans. You know what I'm saying? After they, destroyed America, and they, they took it over from the from the Mexicans and the Indians, which we know today, who are the children of Israel: Gad, Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? Issachar. Different examples. So when you read the Bible, you're supposed to know history, at least a good deal of history, and know a good amount of words. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the prophets. They give you the words. They give you the vocabulary. Or you get the Blue Letter Bible and you read up the vocabulary for yourself, and then you read up the you can look into the dictionary for simple words, but some words that are in depth for the Bible, they got the Blue Letter Bible, you know what I'm saying, for that. Oh, we get into some good parts of the Bible too. Let the Lord finish speaking, It says, "Go with messengers to a nation tall and smooth of skin, to a people terrible from their beginning onward," because they are the seed of Cain. You know what I'm saying? So from their beginning onward, a nation powerful and treading down whose lands the rivers divide, all inhabitant of the world and dwellers on the earth. When he lifts up a banner on the mountains, you will see it. No, you see it. And when he blows a trumpet, you hear it. For so Yahweh said to me, I will take my rest, and I will look from my dwelling place like clear heat and sunshine, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. Before the harvest, when the bud is perfect and the sour grape is ripening, and the flower, he will both cut off the sprigs and with pruning hooks, and take away and cut down the branches. So what's a good example of famine that's going on right now? The trade war. Another one that I've been listening to is the bird flu virus. You know what I'm saying? About wild birds, or just the birds that they wanted to harvest getting sick. You know what I'm saying? Because God is cutting them and reaping them with the pestilence and plagues that we don't even know about before we could even eat them. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, you know what I'm saying, different cows and different animals that we eat, they're going to start getting real sick and getting cut off and start dying, whether with disease or whether with food. So these are different ways that the Lord is cutting things off right now. It says the birds of prey will summer on them, and all the beasts of the earth will winter on them. Meaning that these, it can either be talking about, it talks about literal animals, and then one side of it can talk about the Edomites and talk about the nations and all of them that's going to come upon us during the times of our trouble, because that's what's going to happen. All the white people going to charge against Jacob, which are the Israelites, and they're going to go against us, and we're going to have to do battle with them. Period, point blank. And that time a present will be brought to Yahweh of hosts, from a people tall and smooth of skin, and from a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation powerful and treading down whose land the rivers divide, to the place of the name of Yahweh, to Mount Zion. He's talking about Petra, Edom. You know what I'm saying? He knows the exact location, because Petra and Edom is not far. To a place of the name of Yahweh, to Mount Zion. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually talking about, Petra and Edom, and it's not far from Israel, not too far from Israel. And he's also talking about how close the white man is to the Israelites, who are Mount Zion. You know what I'm saying? So, they so close, they damn near hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed, I'm just using an example. You're not supposed to be hand in hand. Hell no, we're not with no white people. We got a thing called properism. So, you show respect, you know what I'm saying? And you show properism. You do the opposite of what the Edomites do, you know what I'm saying? Or you do contrary to them, you know what I'm saying? Or you do the same thing they would do to you, you know what I'm saying? Because we the real Israelites, and we hold properism. We are gentlemen, and we hold properism. We don't go out there, you know what I'm saying, and be rude and be mean. Even though some of us are, but the majority of the time, a lot of us brothers are actually respectful. You know what I'm saying? We actually, tell you the truth, and that whether you like it or not, that's just what it is. You can try to find aggression in some of us brothers, but you probably won't find no aggression. Back in the days, I was the same way. But that's because I was going off. I was very aggressive. I was very loud. You know what I'm saying? I had the zeal of the word, but to the light of the word, I didn't follow it. You know what I'm saying? When God told me to stop smoking and stop doing these certain things, I was telling myself I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So God was like, no, you really got to stop. You got to put aside the smoking. You got to cut your hair. You got to grow out your beard. You know what I'm saying? You got to do whatever you got to do in order for you to preach and do it the way that I want you to do it. You got to do it, you know what I'm saying? That way you can't go against the grain, At least cut off your hair and stop smoking, you know what I'm saying? I'm growing my beard out, but, I got to get it lined up and all that. My beard was so wild and so crazy a couple days ago. I got the recording, so it's not like I'm lying, So I wanted to get my beard lined up and, make it look good, I kind of cut it off a little bit, but you can still see, it a little bit, It's not, it's cut down, but it's not gone, So, but at the end of the day, it's certain things that you got to do to change, man. And guess what? Change it might hurt at the beginning for you to change and you to become sober and, go with all this. But in time, start feeling better. And then it just snaps in and becomes second nature, man. It feels good. Like, damn, like, it wasn't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I crossed over, I thought it was I'm going to die, Lord, without these things. I need my weed. I need, you know what I'm saying? I need my crack. I need certain things. I need all my money. I need the best jobs. I need all this. I need my family. And man, God be like, man, you cross over to here. You're not gonna be worried about all that. In fact, I'm training you. So when it's times come to where if it's taken away from you, you would understand why. You wouldn't flip out, Because a lot of brothers and sisters, they gonna flip out. Your mama died. You're like, oh, they killed my mama, bro. They killed my mama, please, man. Don't take my mama. No. They're gonna be sitting there crying, having an emotional moment, and then get shot up right after their mama. So you got to understand it. You'll be sitting there seeing it like, damn, like, that's what Yahweh is talking about, You got niggas running alongside with their girlfriends, and the girl gets shot up. He just sitting there all emotional and shit. And then a hail of bullets, or, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of niggas come in, they beat him to death and they kill his ass. So you got to understand what I'm talking about, You got to be prepared for these things, You might be running on the side, you know what I'm saying, of a mountain with your baby, and you know what I'm saying, you can slip running from these motherfuckers, and then the baby fall down the cliff, and you ain't got no choice but to leave your child behind and save yourself. Those are different examples that I'm using, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people that's they so attached to this world, they done established so many things, you know what I'm saying, not knowing that one day it'll be taken away from them, One thing our people have been went through a long time now is war. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's gonna hit their ass so hard. They not gonna know why. They not gonna have no understanding. They're gonna be so much in confusion and disarray. Oh yeah, they talk about violence. They talk about fighting. You know what I'm saying? But what happens when it's daily? What happens when you gotta go and fight the white people? What happens when you gotta go fight your oppressor? What happens when you got to pick up that gun and defend your family from robbers and racist people? You know what I'm saying? So our people, they haven't seen war in a long time, and God is coming with that war, man. And I hope they ready, because there's a lot of wars and a lot of terrible things that's been happening in different nations. This nation is so proud, they think it'll never come to them. I mean, they leaders and the elites, they know it's coming, but, they done dumbed down society along with their white children to where they actually don't believe that it's coming at all. And a lot of us that are wise, not dumbed down like the rest of the 2/3, we went back to the Lord, and the Lord telling us everything that we need to know. We even see it coming from down the hill, from over the hill. We see it coming. Like, yeah, I see that smoke. I see all that destruction coming. I see them angry ass white niggas coming. Y'all get y'all weapons ready. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, like, get ready, because we about to bust them. We about to bust their ass, man. And God said he'll help us. Salakia, Lord, forgive me. But the Lord said that he'll help us destroy them, But right now, the Lord is doing a number on Esau right now. So let the Lord gonna continue bodying him. So he got to come down, because he ain't gonna be able to hit the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is like you would see like on Exorcist or one of them demonic poltergeist movies where the spirit is beating you up, but you swinging and all that, and you know what I'm saying? You swinging and you trying to hit the spirit, but you can't. It's thin air, and the spirit come do a combo and you throw you into the wall. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's happening to Esau. So Esau's like, since I can't hurt God, I'm going to go hurt his children. That'll be the way I can hurt him. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna turn his wrath towards the children of Israel in time and towards the prophets. Because all the things that the Lord is saying, the prophets and those of us that believe, we telling it like it is. You know, we only being honest. You ain't out here causing war, ain't got our swords out and all that, ain't got our guns pointed at these white folks. No, we telling them, hey, your nation about to come to an end, and when it comes to an end, we gonna get y'all, we gonna destroy y'all and throw y'all into captivity. And all your nations are going like that. So when Esau world, and it's the whole world, he done took over the whole damn world, man. It says, in that time, a present will be brought to Yahweh from people tall and smooth of skin, and from a terrible people from their beginning onward, a nation powerful and treading down, whose lands the rivers divide, to a place of the name of Yahweh of hosts. It says, to Mount Zion. It says the burden against Egypt. It says, behold, Yahweh rides on a swift cloud, meaning the chariots. You know, the chariots, we've been seeing them all over the world. You know, a lot of them been appearing in Ukraine. I've seen the one where Great Millstone got one. You know what I'm saying? Great Millstone, I think Los Angeles, I do believe, they had got one. You know, they had got several of them. You know, me, I seen one over here when I used to stay over there. You know what I'm saying? It was a red ball of fire. My brother had spotted it out. You know what I'm saying? And then I had caught one on camera over there on Boulder Highway. It was flying through Vegas, and I caught it on camera. You can look up Chariots of the Lord, 144,000, Chris G. You know, mine's is very, very real. You know what I'm saying? But the way it happened and how it happened, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way the Great Millstone, they was preaching and the chariots came to him. That's exactly what happened to me. And it came to me, and I wasn't even ready back then. Nigga, I was still coming out of sin. So when you're coming out of sin, you're not supposed to do the things that you do. You know, but because I believe so much, I do believe that the Lord was like, you know, send him a sign, man. I'm watching. I see you. Even though you're an underdog for right now, I see what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is always near, man. The Lord is always near. He might send you a chariot. He might send you somebody that know the word. Y'all both breaking it down. Could be an angel. You know, you attend angels unaware. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do the best I can to show a lot of people respect, and you know, I get respect back. I'm not a bad person, and that's just how I go. You know, if you don't like the word, that's just what it is. I can't do nothing about it. All I was sent here to do is tell you. You know, tell you the truth, tell you what's going on. But at the end of the day, the chariots, you know what I'm saying? What they call UFOs, the chariots of the Lord. You know, they come in to visit, they come in to see what's going on, because the time is getting closer and closer to where they got to save our butts. Those of us that, you know, are chosen, whoever they may be among the elect of the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they may be, man. I want to be one. So, you know, I'm showing you how about Shimmy outside that I want to be one. I'm showing the Lord that I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want that power, you know? And I have no idea. Like, I got a shred of knowledge of what I'm asking for, but at the same time, I'm scared, and I'm still asking for it, and I have no idea what the Lord is. I don't know that kind of power. I'm not familiar with it. It's just a small part of me is just like, you know, at least try to ask for it, you know? At least try to go for it, you know? All the brothers that are in the truth are going for that 144,000 power, the power to throw a mountain. Or like the Lord say, if you were with the word, you would tell this mountain move, and the mountain would leap all the way to another country. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, because you got little faith, you can't do that. I can't say over there, mountain move, and the mountain gonna break up and then just fly somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be the power of the 144,000. You know, I can't pick up that, you know what I'm saying, that traffic light right there and smash like 5 cars with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the power of the 144,000, you know? I can't get up right now, and instead of me walking, I levitate, my feet don't touch the ground. Because that's the power of the Lord, man. Y'all not understanding that, but that's real power. That's exactly what that is, and nobody ain't seen it in thousands and thousands of years, man. But it's coming. A lot of them brothers, you know what I'm saying, I hope I'm one of them, you know, get that power, man. Even though I have no idea, I have a hint of what I'm asking for, and I'm afraid to ask for it, but, you know, some part of me is like, you know, take a shot, you know? You never know, you know? So it says, and will come into Egypt. It says the burden against Egypt. Behold, Yahweh rides on a swift cloud, and will come into Egypt. The idols of Egypt will totter at his presence, and the heart of Egypt will melt in its midst. It says, I will set Egyptians against Egyptian. Everyone will fight against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. Against city, kingdom against kingdom. The spirit of Egypt will fail in its midst. I will destroy the counsel And they will consult the idols and the charmers and the mediums and the sorcerers and the Egyptians. So they, when all this stuff happens, you know what I'm saying? The majority of the white people, they gonna pray to their gods, they gonna pray to their devils, they gonna sacrifice to them, but they not gonna get no answer. You know, a lot of our brothers and sisters, instead of them knowing the truth, they gonna be fighting each other in these days. You know, they're gonna be fighting each other. You know, fighting each other for food, fighting each other for water. We call this the war of confusion, because everything is gonna be in confusion and madness. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be fighting each other and the white folks, you know? White folks going to be fighting each other, killing each other too, you know? But this was all the technique to get at, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel, to get at us. So it says, into the hand of a cruel master, and it says, and the Egyptians I will give into the hand of a cruel master, and a fierce king will rule over them, says Yahweh. It says Yahweh, Lord of hosts, the waters will fail from the sea. This wind is killing me. I'm almost done. Uh-oh, I should have grabbed the other part. It says the waters will fail from the sea and the rivers will be wasted and dried up. The rivers will turn foul. The brooks of defense will be emptied and dried up. The reeds and rushes will wither. The cypress reeds by the river, by the mouth of the river, and everything sown by the river will wither, be driven away, and be no more. The fishermen also will be no more. So that's what the Lord is talking about. There's going to be a time and day to where they cut off the gas. Oh, that one, it looked nice. That car was nice. That Mustang looked good. I ain't even gonna lie. But it's gonna be a time and day to where it ain't gonna be no more gas, which was happening. There's a major inflation in gas. It's not gonna be no more water. The power plants are gonna shut down. The water plant gonna shut down too. Energy, your lights are gonna shut down. Have you ever been in the middle of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Or you been out in the valleys and different places that are far off from society? Do you know how dark? Do you know how thick darkness is? You know how strong darkness is? So, imagine, you know what I'm saying, if these lights and these lights were turned off and there were no lights, you would only have the stars, or you would only have the moon to depend on, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it'll be so much darkness during the night. Who knows all the things that are going on inside this darkness, you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that, a lot of these things are very detrimental and very serious. That the things that the Lord are about to do to America, the things that are about to come upon these white people, and the rage that's coming against our people is about to be very, very serious, you know? So it says, the fishermen will also be no more. So it's talking about the farms, man. It's a lot of farms that are, they can't barely afford to replace the animals that they're losing. You know, a lot of farmers are planning on just ditching farming, period. You know, different farmers are trying to find different subsistence to grow their crops and all that for next year. You know, you got to think about all these things. They saying by next year, America ain't gonna have nothing, man. They ain't gonna have nothing. They ain't gonna have no money. They're not gonna have no food. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna have no water. They're not gonna have no gas for these cars. They ain't gonna have nothing, man. And they telling the people straight up. You know, and time is coming, man. The times are coming, man. Got a couple of minutes and I'm gonna get ready to close out soon. But I'm gonna still get some in. Give me a good hour in. It says, all those who lament, who cast hooks into the river, and they will languish, who spread nets on the waters, moreover, who work and find flax. So that's meaning that no matter what the farmer is going to do, when the famine hit, they ain't going to be able to grow nothing. They ain't going to be able to have nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to reel in that money like they used to. All these trucks, they're going to run out of gas. They're not going to be able to distribute to these stores that you see around you, you know? These stores ain't gonna get no food real soon. And it's all behind the grand schemes of that wicked white man Esau Edom, the wicked white people, because they trying to crash their own society to bring in that new world order, man. Ain't nobody stupid. This is why it's happening. It's not just happening for no reason. And it's to get the children of Israel out of captivity, break us out of this captivity. That's another fulfillment of the Bible. Right now, the captivity turned into another form. This is the land of our captivity, but it also became another form, which is the job. So you work, you get paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good way of keeping the brother man down, keeping them in captivity. I'm gonna work. I gotta pay my bills and all. I gotta take care of my family. They got you running a fucking rat wheel that's a part of something greater. That's exactly what it is, you know? We think we improving with our strength and all of that, but we're not. We actually running in place, and we actually giving all our time and our energy to these white people, and they putting it towards their selfish deeds, you know? I know y'all seen that shit before. You know what I'm saying? The little scientist, he got all the rats, and the rats are running the wheel, powering up his great machine, you know? And the rats, they think they're going somewhere and all that. They think they're improving. They think they put out a little cheese to make them run for it. They think they're about to grab it. They think about to have it, and they not, you know? They just running the wheel, wasting their time and all that to give to something greater, you know? It says, and those who weave fine fabric will be ashamed, and its foundations will be broken. All who make wages will be troubled of soul. So God, it's going to be a time toward, well, actually, no, that's happening right now, the economic crash. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. That's who you're supposed to thank. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Russia. And thank you, China, because them niggas switching over to digital currencies like a motherfucker right now. They got fucking China and that Wu Yang and that Rubin, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they shit is economically crashing right now because Russia is going against Ukraine, because Ukraine was working with America in biological warfare, and they actually have documentation on it. Some things that, like the Most High say, let us not call a conspiracy all that is a conspiracy. Certain things aren't a fucking mystery. You know what I'm saying? Certain things aren't just rumors. Like, it be shit that be going down that sound crazy, but it's real. It actually happened, you know? So, you know, right now, speaking of that, that's another topic to go on. You know what I'm saying? They done caught one of them important ass generals of the U.S. down there in Ukraine. Now they trying to make sure and confirm that it's actually real, because you know how America try to they use propaganda and they use democracy, and these people, they think that the news is God, so whatever the news say, they go with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So right now as we speak, you know what I'm saying, they trying to confirm that, is that an actual real U.S. general? Is this actually real news that happened? You know what I'm saying? So that's the rumor right now, that they done captured a general from Ukraine over that biochemical warfare shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? That shit happening, because if it is, it could cause them to go into World War III a whole lot quicker. You know? So, you know, we about to see if it's real. You know? You know, it sounds real, but you never know with the media and all that. So we go off the media and we go look at some of the white people that, you know what I'm saying, that's actually putting themselves out there and telling them everything that's going on around the world and the economics and all that. You know, so, and you listen to the prophets, you know, and the prophets, they be looking into what the white people be saying too, and some of the shit that these white niggas be saying be true, man. They be having documentation and all that. So, you know, Joe Biden and his son got caught up with them biochemical plants out there in Ukraine trying to throw virus bombs in Russia to get Russia to kneel to America. So Russia is not going to stop until they absorb all of Ukraine. So it's going to cause an economic downfall. It's going to cause destruction if Russia keep this on. But we know Russia might end up keeping its own, because Russia not trying to get destroyed. That's terrible that even came up in the news. That even came up in conversation. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about Russia and all that, but you know, it's just detrimental to the news and all that what America's doing. They getting found out for what they doing, and that's what's going to lead America into World War III, and for the you know, America to be blown away by the other nations that they built. You know what I'm saying? They helped create, all these other nations are white, but the Satan is getting set against Satan. So how shall this kingdom stand? They gonna rock the shit out of America. They gonna blow America up for all the shit they be talking and all the terrible acts that they be doing, and they be like, oh, I'm America, I'm the police of the world, and I can sanction you if I want to. You better do what I say, or we can come in there and we can say that you're holding nuclear bombs against America, and we gonna come in there and rob you. That's exactly what they said. That's what happened in Iraq with Saddam Hussein and all that Osama bin Laden shit, man. You know, I don't know too much information about it, but who knows? Osama bin Laden probably wasn't even a real character, you know? He probably never existed. You know, they probably made up that shit, man. You never know, because that's what America and they lies plead to. But God say he see all things, you know? So, like I said, one of the major things that's about to happen is that damn collapse, man. The collapse is coming. And say, surely the princes of Zone are fools. Pharaoh's wise counselors give foolish counsel. How do you say to Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings? Where are they? Where are your wise men? So that's what's going to happen. The Most High is going to call for them. Call for them fake preachers. Call for them fake archbishops. You know what I'm saying? That's posing to be the children of Israel. Call for the fake Jews. And they ain't going to be around. You know what I'm saying? Where they at, you know? Since they say they are who they say they are, then explain this shit. Explain the crash of the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Explain the pestilence, you know? Explain the sword. Explain them wars, you know what I'm saying? Because everything that they thought was happening in the Bible, they read it all wrong. So they got a lot of people that worship that white man Jesus, they got a whole different story out of the Bible, contrary to what we know today. I even know the lie, but I know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they still, those of us that's in the lie, that's all they know. They never gave the truth a chance. So now I know both the lie and the truth. You know what I'm saying? Now I know what's going on. I know what's up. I'm not in the dark, but it's a lot of brothers and sisters that stick with that lie, and they believe in that white man Jesus crap. So when all these prophecies don't come to pass about talking about, oh, there's going to be an antichrist that's going to become the main president, and he's going to take over the world, you know, and he's going to bring everybody in a one world government through peace and all that, and he's going to show lying wonders and pose like he God. Man, it's been many antichrists. So that's scratched out of the picture. And then come to find out the antichrist is being commanded by the beast, which is an actual beast, an actual monster. Instead of it being millions and millions and millions of people, you know what I'm saying, and different nations and different tongues, it's one big ass monster. And they used, you know what I'm saying, that's what the white man did. He used the imaginary perspective of us to warp it out, that he warped it out. So we actually think it's gigantic monsters and beasts that's going to come up on the world. We think that the locusts that's in the Bible and Revelation are actually bugs with the faces of men and the heads of the crowns and the mouths of lions, and they look like demon things coming to sting us, when all that they were gunfighter ships in World War I. You know what I'm saying? You got to listen to the prophets, man. They explain a lot of things that make sense, and that'll make you look stupid. Look at this dumbass shit. Look stupid as hell. The fuck? Because he didn't want to wait on the goddamn bus. What kind of shit was that? He's all stupid. Look, but if I did that shit with my race car, if I did that shit with my car, police would come pull me. Hey, what are you doing? You can't do that. Nigga, Esau feel like that's that proud spirit right there that I just showed you. White people feel like they can do whatever they want, nigga. If I would have did that, police would have spotted me from miles away. But they let this nigga slide, huh? Bitch ass nigga. Like, you could have just waited. You didn't have to do all that. Look, I'm about to do this illegal shit. Fuck that shit. Wasn't even in a rush or nothing. Just did it because he wanted to. And that was a bunch of white people in that car. I know a white nigga looking at you stupid. I got your dumb ass on camera, you stupid bitch. It's like it for all my cousin, but, you know, these white people, they let each other get away with murder. But when a black man trying to get away with something, you know, you ain't even got to be an evil person. You happen to did something that was a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you done did it, you know what I'm saying? You done did it to do it, you know, they ain't gonna let your ass stop. They gonna stop you. Salakia, they gonna stop you. Like if I was whipping something like that right there, that red car right there, they'll fucking pull me over, man. You got license, you got registration. How'd you get this car? What kind of jobs are you working? How you make a living like that? They think I'm some sort of drug man, you know what I'm saying? And all I got is two meager ass fast food restaurant jobs, but they harass me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, That's just what it is. We live in a white world, you know. They got that pride in them because that's what you seen. That was pride. He wasn't even going anywhere. And the nigga still just ran over the goddamn road and all that. No, ran over the sidewalk, drove on the sidewalk just to stop right there. It looks stupid. That's the pride lifted up in him. So we about to close out. About to go all the way down to 20. It says, surely the princes of Zon are fools. Pharaoh's wise counselors give foolish counsel. Meaning that the white man and his counselors are a bunch of idiots, man. They keep plotting and doing stupid things that don't even work out. And don't. How do you say to Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings? Where are they? Where are your wise men? Let them tell you now and let them know what Yahweh of hosts has proposed against Egypt. So let them decrypt the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Let them figure out these Bible prophecies. They can't. Nor did they never even knew the stuff that was happening in the Bible if it were not for Great Millstone and One West and the great Abba Bibbins and the rest of the prophets that came with Abba Bibbins. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know nothing. The real ones that know is the brothers that you call ordinary. You know what I'm saying? In the spiritual world, they got the light around them. You know what I'm saying? They got the light on their head, their face shining in the spiritual world. But you know, in this world for right now, we just ordinary men, and we angels trapped in men's bodies, and we gonna die like ordinary men. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the Lord that He gonna preserve us and keep us alive. You know, so that's what that verse is saying. These niggas is lying, my nigga. Let them throw the Bible in front of them and let them decrypt it, since they so damn smart. It says, the princes of Zon have become fools. The princes of Noph are deceived. They have also deluded Egypt, those who are the mainstay of its tribes. It says, Yahweh has mingled a perverse spirit in her midst, and they have caused Egypt to err in all her work. As a drunken man staggers in his vomit, neither will there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, palm branch, or bulrush may do. So people will get smart and be like, oh, that was in the past and all that. No, he's talking about Egypt today, which is America, because Egypt ain't no more. Ever since the Israelites left and all that, they caused the collapse of Egypt. The Lord caused all that. And to this day, do you see Egypt spreading out? You don't see no big old pyramid in the middle of the city. No, you don't. Them Hamites ain't growing as a nation no more. They are the way the Lord left them. In that day, Egypt will be like women. It says, and will be afraid and fear because of the waving hand of Yahweh of hosts, which He waves over it. So they're going to see that the prophecies are real. And even the greatest of our brothers and sisters that don't believe, the buff ones, the gangbangers and all them that he talking about, they're going to be like they women in that day. You know what I'm saying? When they see the collapse and they see everybody rioting, destroying and killing everything, they social structures falling. You know what I'm saying? There's the money that they got racks and racks put up in their safe. And they worthless. They not worth a dime. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna realize and they gonna flip out, man. How we gonna sell crack in a world that's about to and it collapse and everybody rioting and all that? How we gonna gangbang when it ain't when all our brothers and sisters is dying in the streets? They gonna lose they reasons. They gonna lose their stupid little beliefs and they wicked ass rituals. And they gonna be sitting up there like women, like damn, the end really is coming. They said it, cuz. They said it, blood. They said that this will happen, blood. Them niggas on the highways and them niggas on the sidewalk that was out there preaching, bro. And they be like, oh, I feel stupid, bro. I feel stupid for passing them niggas up, man. Them niggas was right, man. I gotta go find them niggas and get the word, man. They gonna try to come far and wide to get the word. And we're not gonna be able to explain nothing to them in the Bible when our lives are in jeopardy. How am I gonna be able to read the Bible to you when I'm in danger? I'm gonna be like, get your ass away from me, man. I'm not about to sit back on the sidewalk and teach y'all during no riots. So that's what's coming to them. And the work is about to collapse. The jobs are about to collapse. Like I told you, they sending all the best jobs to China and to other nations. America's selling all that they got to keep the little change in their pocket. And when they collapse, and they know they're going to fall off, it's over. Without Saudi Arabia and that oil and the petrodollar being spread out throughout the world, it's over with. It's done. And that day, 5 cities in the land of Egypt will speak the language of Canaan and swear by the Yahweh of hosts. One will be called the city of destruction. And that day there will be an altar to Yahweh in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar to Yahweh at its border. And it will be a sign and a witness for Yahweh of hosts in the land of Egypt. For they will cry to Yahweh because of the oppressors, and He will send them a savior and a mighty one, and He will deliver them. So that's the prophets, man. So before Yahweh Shem Yahushua destroys anything, he'll send a prophet, he'll send a messenger, and they'll tell you what's going on. Oh, my nose. They'll tell you what's going on. They tell you that the end is coming. Our brothers and sisters need to come back before it's too late. And then when the prophecy take effect and this place blow up and it become asunder, you know what I'm saying? The prophets them been came and went. They gone already. They done told you everything that you needed to fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So before all the destruction happened, God sent you a message. Before it happened, he sent you a sign. And Great Millstone was that sign, man. The prophets of the Great Millstone was the sign, man. It says, then Yahweh will be known into Egypt, and the Egyptians will know Yahweh in that day, and will make a sacrifice and offering. Yes, they will make a vow to Yahweh to perform it, and Yahweh will strike Egypt. He will strike and heal it. They will return to Yahweh, and he will be entreated by them and heal them. In that day there will be a highway for Egypt to Assyria, and to Assyrian will come into Egypt, and Egyptian into Assyria, and the Egyptians will serve with the Assyrians. So he go backwards in time, and he's talking about the slave trade, you know. But we not the Egyptians. We the Israelites. But you know, figuratively speaking, it's figuratively. In that day, Israel will be one of the three with Egypt and Assyria, a blessing in the midst of the land, whom Yahweh of hosts shall bless, say, blessed is Egypt my people, and Assyria the work of my hands, and Israel my inheritance. Amen. And with that, I'm going to close out. You know what I'm saying? It was good. I'll call on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Kakadash, and the name Yahushai. You know, destruction to Babylon and to America. I can't explain to you that last part. I need the prophets to explain to you in depth. I don't know it all. So, you know, I'll go see what the prophets got to say about that last scripture. You know what I'm saying? But some stuff most of it is true. Actually, it is true. Actually, I understand it perfectly. And it's telling you that the Egypts are ancient Hamites. So the ancient Hamites sold us off, and they put us into captivity, but the Lord is not going to entirely destroy them. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to beat them down so bad, they're going to obey, and they're going to go into the slavery. You know what I'm saying? They did their part with Assyria and sending us to Syria and helping with the Americans, you know what I'm saying? With the white men and sending us off. You know what I'm saying? But Israel is the blessed inheritance. They have to go through all of this in order to understand who they are and to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and to not do the things that they do no more. So I do understand it. But, you know, the prophets, you know, they give better breakdowns, you know. So you got time, go to them. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to me. You know, I do the best I can. I research them daily. I see what they doing daily. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a day I can go by without listening to the brothers and sisters. So, you know, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, calling Yahweh Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Kakadash, in the name of Yahushai. Lord willing, to the next episode. Shalom. Enjoy your afternoon.